Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We are following breaking news for you at 6 a.m. Here's a live look from Middletown where crews are responding to a fire. South Fire District firefighters say it was a second alarm fire. The department says a scene is on Meeting House Lane. Fox 61 crews are out there working to learn more information, and we're going to check in with them in just a few minutes to get the latest information on that. And we also have a weather impact alert for the extreme heat and humidity out there. Good morning. Happy Monday. Thanks for starting off your new week with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Bridget Burrella. We have a lot to talk about as we start a new work week, starting with the weather. And we got a taste of that yesterday. If you were outside, you felt the heat. You got to stay hydrated.
And it really was just a taste, because the full course of the meal comes today and tomorrow especially. You know, we said it last hour, our fire crews, police crews, anybody in, heavy uniform, this is going to be tough, so let's think about them, especially as they're battling fires like they are in Middletown this morning. Weather impact alert for the next few days as we get heat indices well over triple digits. That's going to be dangerous for a lot of folks. You need to be careful out there. We have an extreme heat warning in effect for just about the whole state. If you don't have the pink, you've got heat advisories of other sorts. You're not escaping this. Up in the Litchfield Hills or down on the shoreline. Cloud and radar picture is quiet. We'll go right to the numbers. Range, if 69 is the lowest on the board at 6 a.m., you've got trouble ahead. 77 degrees in New Haven, 72 in Hartford, 75 in Danbury right now. Look at the dew points, if you really have to. Dew points in the low to mid 60s out, low to mid 70s out there. Excuse me. I only wish they were in the low to mid 60s. Weather impact alert. Obviously, we're talking big heat throughout the day. Temperatures get into the upper 90s by about 2, 3, 4 o'clock. And that, again, before you factor in humidity, which means you need to dress for 105 to 110 today. And again, we're not losing this anytime soon. Tomorrow may be the worst of the bunch as we get possibly to 100 degrees without the humidity. We'll talk about what's in store for the second half of the work week. 7-day forecast shows you when it breaks. It's all coming up in just a few minutes. Let's talk about the roads right now. Erica, take it away.
All right, well, hopefully not too many problems at 6:02, but again, just beware. It is hot, it is humid, hazy out there as well. We're going to look at the drive times for you. No problems in the Hartford area. Hartford drive times looking good as we cruise over to Fairfield County here. Let's check out what's going on there. No problems, which is great news if you're going to be heading there. Another look at quick drive times for you. The only problem that's showing up is Naugatuck to Seymour. That's going to take you 15 minutes. And as we take a live look outside, checking out the views of West Hartford, this is I-84. Looks like volume's starting to build, but it's still not looking too bad if you're heading out there. Make sure you grab a bottle of water. You never know what's going to happen, but it's always good to be prepared as you head out there. Stay safe. Have a good day. And we're following that breaking news for you coming out of Middletown. Firefighters there are working to put out a second alarm fire. This is at an apartment building.
Fox 61's Kayla Kay just got to the scene moments ago. This is on Meeting House Lane. So Kayla, what are you seeing? What are you hearing?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, the fire happened at Burgundy Apartment Complex on Meeting House Lane in Middletown. Now, the fire is out, and this is as close that we can get. I'll step out of the shot so you guys can get a closer look, since the fire department is still here, as you guys can see. Now, the fire happened on 3 floors, and they also had help from Cromwell and West Fire departments to help put this fire out. Now, someone on scene showed me a picture of the damage, and it looks like the top floor, balcony, and roof on one side of the building is just completely burned. No one was injured in the fire, but residents are displaced, according to the Middletown Fire Department. Now, they also sent out a press release saying 3 Middletown fire departments met on Sunday to create a heat emergency protocol, and this proved to be a very timely time for this incident. Now, we do not know how the fire started, but I am working to find out more information. In Middletown, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
And Kayla, you saw in your shot there's a lot of people who appear to have lived there standing outside waiting.
Can't go back in right now.
Yeah, so it's a big situation that's developing, so we'll check with them, Kayla. As the heat sinks in this week, people will look for all sorts of ways to beat the high temperatures.
Several cities and towns have opened up splash pads to give families a safe and fun place to hang out and cool off with the kids. Fox 61's Kate Battyfoot talked to kids on how they're dealing with the extreme heat.
With intense heat and humidity in the forecast across Connecticut, families are looking for any possible way to stay cool. Splash pads like this one at Chase Park and Waterbury are open daily for kids to enjoy hot, sunny days in the water.
Waterbury Mayor Paul Pernowski is among those providing plenty of information for families who need somewhere to beat the heat during the stretch of extreme weather and others down the line. With the next few days projected to be extremely hot, kids like Zane Thompson are making sure they are staying active but cool at the same time.
It was a really warm day and I was bugging my mother to come over here so we could have fun again at the water park.
Zane's cousin Javon couldn't agree more.
It's really hot, you can cool off because the water is cold.
In addition to splash pads, Waterbury has opened several cooling centers around the city, as well as several pools. You can find a complete list on FOX61.com and the Fox 61 app. In Waterbury, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Kay, thank you. And Connecticut's extreme hot weather protocol is in effect now through Wednesday. So that means cooling centers are going to be open to keep vulnerable people safe from the extreme heat. For information on these cooling centers, all you have to do is dial 211 on your phone. You can also head online and visit 211ct.org to find a cooling center near you. We also have that information on our website, so you can also go to fox61.com.
And stick with Fox 61 throughout the heat and humidity. You can get live updates from our weather team straight to your Fox 61 News app and on Fox 61 Plus. Both are completely free. And of course, keep up with us on air and on our website, fox61.com.
Keegan Bradley, a New England native and also a big fan favorite here in Connecticut, is now the 2025 Travelers Championship winner. This is Bradley's second victory in Cromwell in just 3 years, and it turned out to be another hold your breath ending on the final hole.
And you had an up-close view to see it all in person. The final three golfers made it incredibly close on 18, where it was looking like things might go to a playoff, and that's a familiar sight in years past at the Travelers Championship. It really came down to the last pairing on the final hole, just a few shots away from one another. Russell Henley made things very interesting with this chip shot from a long distance out. Wow, that was a beauty. He sank that birdie, and that put him in the first for a 2. He was paired with Englishman Tom Fleetwood, had been the leader for much of the tournament. He had a chance to put this one away, but it doesn't quite do it. Came up a little short, and then Keegan Bradley, he was allowed to sink the shot for the birdie, and the celebration was on from there. So he is your 2025 Travelers Championship winner.
I didn't really expect to have it to win, so all of a sudden I had a putt to win the tournament. Hadn't led ever till the last putt. So really what dreams are made of. I'm really proud of myself for it's a lot of energy on that last hole with the crowd, and I did a great job of sort of staying in my own little zone and doing what I do best.
This is Bradley's second big title in 10 months. He's now ranked 7th in the world, which is a career best. Congrats to him. Well, we saw so many people out there.
I know.
The weather was great and the excitement was on.
I thought it was going to be a playoff here because it was really close at the end. Yeah.
There were so many good ones.
Yeah.
And then we saw Scheffler up close, Rory McIlroy. It was so cool to see them.
It really was.
In the flesh. Well, every year the fans enjoy themselves more and more at TPC River Highlands.
And this year's tournament surely delivered. Fox 61's Stefan Rills has more of the excitement from Sunday's final round.
Ooh, that's what the net's for.
Sorry, that's not even close. But despite all that, tensions were a little high heading into the final round of the Travelers Championship. Everyone right here, the fans, they were waiting to see who would come out on top. But above all else, what made this weekend truly great was the environment. One final day at the TPC River Highlands in Cromwell meant one last chance for epic memories at the Travelers Championship. But of course, that comes with a legacy.
Every year it's very crazy the last day, and then this year it's gonna be extremely hot.
So how many years have you been coming here at this point?
About the last probably 10 years.
What keeps you coming back at that point?
Why wouldn't you? It's amazing here. It's great. The view, the people, the excitement, everything about it.
A site where legends are made on the course as future generation practices in the fan zone and watches from the hills.
My son James, this is my father Bill.
Is this his first time out here?
Yes, it is.
So really big moment out here for you guys.
Yeah.
So now I feel like we have to turn it to the real hardball questions over here. James, how are you doing out here?
Good.
So, Dad, hearing that, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel happy that he's here and he's got to see all these golfers.
And with the sun hard to ignore, those increasingly packed hills revealed this is where true fans go, like the Reed family. Have you been coming to Travelers a lot, or is this your first time here?
No, I came with the boys when they were much younger. We came a couple times, and now we're here, the whole family. I wouldn't miss it. I love what they do with the funding for charities.
Dozens of charities are at the heart of this weekend every year, with increased visibility and a new set of funds to transform lives, like Friends of Feeney.
Our mission is to help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. We reached our goal of $10,000. We're so amazed. Thank you to all of our friends who donated. This truly means the world to our nonprofit.
While the tournament may be over, you can still catch up with all of our Travelers Championship coverage by going to our website, FOX61.com. In Cromwell, Stefan Reels, Fox 61.
Stefan, thanks. It was a great day out there, right, Bridget?
It really was.
Yeah. We have a lot more full recap of the Travelers Championship on our website at FOX61.com. It's also on the Fox 61 News app if you want to check it out.
6:11 is your time, and developing right now at 6, Iranian state television reports the underground site at Fordow has been hit again. That was one of the 3 nuclear facilities that the United States attacked over the weekend. The report did not say anything about damage or who launched this attack. Iranian media is also reporting this morning a suspected Israeli airstrike hit the gate of a prison in Tehran. Israel has not yet commented on the strike, but we are following this very closely and we'll be sure to keep you updated.